Like you've made this yours, and I see you have the bags and the jars.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, it was, we switched it up for a little bit. It was honestly, I was about to have a kid. We were like changing facilities, and I was like, dude, coordinating all the jars is like, it's a lot. And I'm sure anybody that's doing any amount of jars, really, it's fucking weighs a ton. You know, you got to get them wrapped up and this and that. And so I would kind of like preemptively just order some bags to get me through a few months while I was like having a kid. And because honestly, my wife helps me with a lot of like putting the stuff together for ordering the packaging. And, you know, she can do a little Illustrator and Photoshop and stuff. Shout out wifey. And so I was like, she's going to be down, you know, like I don't got nobody, you know, we got to plan on that. But
I like that you do both. Some of the best brands out there do both.
It's the bags are cool, but like, I mean, ultimately you want to treat the weed with some respect. You got to put it in a jar, you know, and, it was like, he came to me one day and he handed me a bag and he handed me a jar that had like a great wrap on. He's like, which one feels nicer? I'm like, all right, I got it.
It gets tough. This is the only part that for me breaks it, is that nobody can move around with these.
Yes.
Like I had to one time pick up a 6-pounder, right? 6 pounds from a big brand.
Fuck,
we won't say. They got like these crazy
whole back of your truck
looking jars and they're purple and shit. And I was literally like, I'm a big guy and I can move some fucking weight around. And I'm like, this is nuts.
Or logistically, it's
But then they were like, no, the weed's not even in those. Yeah. Those were just the jars.
Here's the bags.
I was like, what? And I just realized like, yo, wow, that's like 8 to 10 pounds per pound of flour, right? That package. And then you start to go like 6, 10, 15 pounds. You're 150 pounds.
That's a lot.
Versus like, a pound and a half extra.
Like nothing.
It takes a duffel bag to a truckload.
Yeah. And I saw where like, for me, this makes sense if you're smoking it in Cali, but if you're moving around and whatever that means, this is like, this is all day. Yeah. So it's this weird, we see it with Tenko.
Yeah.
We see it with Doja. We see it with a bunch of brands where they have the jar. It's hard to beat a jar though, because when you're really worried about high quality, not messing up the actual trichome heads, not compressing them, depressing them, not even just fucking put it in there like it's in a museum.
Right.
You know, put the painting up, don't touch
Celebrate the product.
Yeah.
Celebrate the product.
But, you know, like it's like there's also utility, right? Like, and the only thing I don't like about the bags is like, you know, we have these, like you say, the nugs are looking like in great shape, right? That's on purpose. We trim them very nice, you know, and it just crushes me to see a bag with some pancake nugs in there. And I'm just like, oh God, like what a nightmare. I know that I've been looking into those a little bit. How do you like those?
I like the trays. So that's the only way that I got convinced. Cause I was like, no, dude, jars. Like I'm a grower just like you. Like, no, dude, jars. And then it was like, unless you can tell me how to protect my flower. Cause like, this is the ultimate when someone posts your photo or posts and be like, yo, this shit is so good. And then the photo they post is some like stomped out nugs.
Like someone's sitting on it.
And you're like, dude, shout out to you. But like, I can't repost that.
No repost.
Like, were you trying to make rosin out of it?
That's a shame though. When you coming from a caring place where you're like, dude,
trust.
I spent 6 months.
I can't even look at it, dude. Like I can't, it crushes me. Like it crushes me. So you have to somehow create a barrier of protection. Yeah. And that was the only way where I could do it where like, with these. Yeah.
You can't crush the buds. But like, I love a good jar and like this makes total sense.